I thought success would fulfill me, but instead, it emptied me. No one tells you that your biggest enemy isn't failure. It's fear of looking stupid, fear of being misunderstood, fear of not being enough. So we chase money, fame, approval. Not because we love it, but because we're afraid of what happens if we don't. There was a night I stared at the ceiling, my room dimly lit, phone in hand, scrolling through highlight reels of other people's lives. I remember whispering, "Is this it? Is this all I'm meant for?" I had money in my account, followers on my page, people who liked me, needed me, envied me. But I felt hollow, completely alone. What if failure isn't the end but the path? What if chasing money is what's keeping you from your real mission? Like once said, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. Today, we connect those dots. Let me show you what I've learned. I used to believe that money meant freedom, that once I made it, I'd be untouchable. No more doubt, no more fear, just success. So I chased it, obsessively. Every morning, I woke up to metrics, views, revenue, sales, followers. I thought growth meant meaning, but slowly, I became addicted to validation. I shaped myself into what they liked. The perfect version of success, but inside, I was losing myself. The lie? Once I earn enough, I'll feel enough. But here's the truth. The more I earned, the more I feared losing it. The more people praised me, the more I felt like a fraud. I didn't feel free. I felt imprisoned. By their expectations, by my own image, by the fear of falling off. I silenced my creativity, avoided risks, made safe choices. I stopped building what mattered to me because I was too busy building what sold. Meaning wasn't in the money. It was in the moments I traded for the money. Moments I'll never get back. And yet I didn't stop. Not until I broke. There was a deal I poured my soul into. Months of late nights, pitching, planning, performing. It was everything I had. And then, one email, just 9 words. "We've decided to go in a different direction." I smiled when I read it. Told my team, "It's fine, we move on." But when I got home, I closed the door, sank to the floor, and just sat there. For hours. Not because I failed, but because I believed I was a failure. That voice came back. "You're not enough." They saw the real you, and they didn't want it. I looked around and saw what I had lost. Friendships I ignored. Passions I buried. Moments I missed. I was chasing a dream that wasn't mine anymore. That night didn't break my career. It broke my illusion. And in the ruins of what I thought I wanted, I found what I truly needed. Sometime after that, I met an old mentor, someone I hadn't spoken to in years. I told him everything, how I felt lost, burned out, empty. He looked at me and asked, "When was the last time you created something that scared you?" I was silent. He said, "Maybe the fear isn't a sign you're wrong. Maybe it's a compass pointing you to what matters." That hit me like lightning. I realized I had been living for outcomes, not impact. For applause, not truth. For status, not soul. That's when it clicked. Perfection is an excuse. It's fear wearing a mask. I stopped chasing money and started chasing meaning. I created projects with heart, even if they didn't trend. I said no to people who only saw me as a brand. I started showing up as me, imperfect, messy, real. And people, they didn't leave. They leaned in, because real is rare. If you're listening to this, I want to say something directly to you. You don't need to chase money to matter. You don't need 1 million followers to be free. You don't need anyone's permission to begin. Your worth was never measured in numbers. It was always in the courage to create from your truth. Perfection is poison. Progress is power. You don't need clarity, you need courage. So today, don't wait for a perfect plan. Create something, even if it's messy. Speak the truth, even if your voice shakes. Start, even if you're scared. Because the longer you wait to feel ready, the longer you'll stay stuck in someone else's dream. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs.